Hey, I know a lot of us have gifts that are pretty big like this, and it is longer than the gift wrap paper. So I'm going to show you how I usually like to wrap these. And it starts like this. So I turn it sidewards, long ways like this, so that it'll fit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this paper here, and I'm going to just kind of go over like this to measure exactly how much I need to go. How much I need. You see how this end comes right about here, like that? So I'm going to take this and get to the end, like so. And then what I usually like to do is just go a little bit over so I have some overlap. So if this were the end right about here, the end was right about here, I would give it a little bit more, not too much, maybe right here. I'd cut right about there. All right, so that's the first thing I'm gonna do is cut it. So right now, as you can see, it's covering it the long way just like that. Okay, so that's the first thing I'm gonna do. So for this next step, I move the box towards the middle so that now my end just comes right about there. See that? It doesn't go all the way to the end anymore. So now what I do next is I just fold this part over, and that way I have my straight edge here, so it looks really nice and neat. And as you noticed, I put the flat side of my box as the top part, because eventually when I am done wrapping, front part will now be the back, and when I flip it over, you won't have that seam. So that's how I'm wrapping this right now. Next, I put on a piece of tape that you can barely see. And this is a Scotch tape. You can barely see it, especially when I pull back like this. And when I do this, I try to line up the edges to make it really even. And that way, when you actually look at the wrapping paper and at the gift, you can see that it's pretty much even with the design on the paper. You can see that the cutoff is about even going throughout there, there. So it's not, you know, zigzagged or anything. The design looks pretty nice as is. The lines look really nice and straight. And so I'm going to keep going. By the way, this gift wrapping paper I got from Target or from Walmart last year, and it's actually a really nice material. I think it's their sugar paper or whatever it's called there. But it was one of their nice heavy duty ones, and I really like it. I'm definitely going to look for it at the end of the Christmas season when it goes on sale, because I'm finding I really like working with this one here. Okay, so next I'm going to fold the ends, and as you can see, I have left the ends like this, and sometimes I do cut them, but this time I'm going to try to do it without cutting the ends. Let's see how that works. So what I did was I folded in the ends first, and then I creased the edges, so now it looks like diagonals, and I'm going to go ahead and do it on the other side as well. So it looks just like this. So now you can see that I went ahead and did the same thing on this side. I folded in the edge flat like that, and then I made the creases on the end. So now both sides have the diagonal creases just like that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to push down here so that it creates a crease, okay? And then fold it over. That's what I intend to do. So now you can see that I went ahead and folded the top down, and I'm going to make a crease on top like I did on the bottom, and then I'm going to take this piece of paper here and fold it right over, crease it as well. Okay, so I'm just taking this bottom piece and going over. Now, honestly, you could leave it like this because the edges are nice and straight, but I usually like to fold it just so that it's a little bit stronger and doesn't rip that easily. So I'm going to go ahead and fold that. Tape there. One in the center that's really hard to see. There you go. And one at the very end here. So this is the side here, and you can see it looks really nice. Some people put a piece of tape right here in this section to hold it down, and I probably will, depending. I might not. But you see how the top is folded over? I like it like that because I feel like it just makes it stronger there so it doesn't rip so easily. And now I'm going to go ahead and do the same exact thing on this side that I did on the other side. Once again, I'm folding both ends in and then creasing the edges so I have two sides that look like this. And then I'm going to push down on this part here. So I pushed it down like so, and all I'm going to do is push this piece up like this and fold it over and tape it. Again, I like to fold over the edge just to make it a lot stronger and just so that you don't see any lines, or if you have to cut it, it just doesn't look crooked. Alright, so as you can see, I went ahead and taped the edges down and I folded them so that they looked nice and neat, so that they're stronger, and I also did as straight of a line as I could. So this is technically the back side of it, but it still looks so pretty. I like the way it looks. Okay, so now when I turn it over, it'll look so neat. Okay, so here it is, the other side of the box. No creases, no openings, just a nice perfect box with beautiful edges on each side there and there. So I think it's beautiful, and all you have to do is go ahead and put ribbon and whatever decor you want on there. So here's another box I wrapped using the same exact method, and again, I love the way it looks, so neat and clean, and as long as you take your time, you'll get better at it. I mean, I'm sure people don't mind the wrapping, but if you want to make your boxes and your wrapping look really pretty and neat, then I suggest, go ahead and try it, being a little bit patient because it does take a little while to get good at it. But it's something I enjoy doing. I think it's really fun, and it's just something I enjoy. So hopefully I was able to help some of you guys who wanted to learn how to wrap like this and didn't have a clue. And I hope you actually enjoyed my video. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you like my video, share it with your friends, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching.